The Audi A5 is a car that's aimed at people for whom image matters, and now it's had a minor refresh to ensure it remains at the cutting edge of car fashion. The most obvious exterior change are the sleek new lights, which mimic those on the larger A6, while inside, the well-built cabin now gets some shiny black trim and fewer buttons on the centre console. Being an Audi, there are of course about 100 million different options to separate you from your hard-earned cash. For instance, there's a wide range of interior trims including two-tone. You can also get a 40 gig hard drive sat-nav system which not only has 3D Google Maps but allows you to upload your music and turn your car into a jukebox. And while the standard stereo is good, you can upgrade to a Bang & Olufsen system. Though be warned, it's not cheap. As for practicality, well, there are sufficient places to hide all your communication devices and a smattering of cup holders, while the boot is large enough to swallow a couple of sets of golf clubs, and you can even fold the back seats down to carry longer items. The A5 is available with a wide range of engines, including a V8 with more than 400 horsepower, but really the best bet is the entry-level 2-litre diesel, as it's swift enough for most people yet can do 60 miles per gallon. One thing Audi does very well indeed is build cars which are effortlessly quick, and the A5 can hurry you along a back road at quite an alarming rate without you ever feeling scared. In fact, your passengers won't even moan. And that's because the car, it's got hardly any body roll in the corners, and there's just so much grip, even if you go for one of the front wheel drive models. In fact, you really have to wonder whether it's worth paying the extra for one of the Quattro all-wheel drive versions. Thanks to its quiet cabin, the A5 is refined at speed, while the light controls also mean it's easy to navigate round town. Audi has altered the A5 suspension slightly for a slightly more engaging drive and improved ride quality, but as far as I can tell, there's not really much difference. I mean, if it's fun you're after, you're going to be better off with the more involving rear-wheel drive BMW 3 Series. Part of the problem is the fact that this new electric power steering, while it does improve the car's efficiency, it may as well be connected to a PlayStation of the front wheels, because, well, there's hardly any feedback at all. And if it's ride comfort you're after, be better off with a Mercedes C-Class Coupe, especially if you go for an A5 with the lowered sport suspension and the big wheels, because it does make the ride quite harsh. And of course you're going to do that because that makes the A5 look cooler. The main problem with the A5 though is the space in the back, well, the lack of it. Now, you don't expect coupes to be massive in the back, but considering the A5 is based on the normally roomy A4, it's quite surprising how Audi have managed to get rid of all that space, because when I pull this chair back, well, I feel a little bit trapped. There's not much head nor leg room. You really wouldn't want to carry adults particularly far in the back of this thing. But if you're going to be chauffeuring people about, there's always the A5 Sportback with its roomy interior, rear doors and practical hatchback tailgate, because the A5 Coupe is all about turning heads, and let's face it, it does that very well indeed. Oh, sorry.